Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. How y'all doing? So much news happening all the time. We already hit this previous day low now. That's Tuesday's low. We hit that for NASDAQ. Previous day lows. Here, we're in the NWOG. Tuesday's low was not hit for ES. So vote in the chat what your bias is. I've got a croissant here. I'm hungry. It says, Tanya, yesterday was a bad day for evaluations. Haha. It was a bad day for, like, even worse for fundeds. And yeah, it's choppy. But, like, you know, I don't care if I take a loss on an eval. I'm actually happier. Because then I didn't really lose money I worked hard for to make for weeks, you know? We're to open in a few minutes. In a few minutes, we got to open. In 30 seconds, actually. I'm so happy I got a printer yesterday. Someone said, I thought the stream was super delayed. I don't know what you're talking about. I muted myself, so me munching on a croissant would be pissing people off. Uh-oh, what is that? First 30 seconds of the day. Womp womp. Yeah, I said that we have Trump speaking at 10 a.m. Womp womp womp. Is that true? It says 4 p.m. for me. Is there another one? I don't see much about that. Oh, it says on Trump speaks at 10 a.m. on Financial Juice. Damn, so Financial Juice is the one. Alright, cool. Gonna say a lot of stuff probably to pump the market. So far, I do see. Yes, didn't take Tuesday's low yet. Go back to the 4-hour. Man, what a ugly ass, slow ass drop. Every day I feel like I add 5 years to my life. Just tweeted that every day in this price action adds another 5 years to my life. Let's see. I've honestly just been tweeting what I'm thinking. People seem to be related. My tweets are doing numbers recently because I guess it's very relatable. And then if it's not relatable, people want to chime in about how they're killing it or something. But I want to say, like, the past week and a half, 2 weeks, ew, nasty. I mean, this past week's been nasty. I mean, we started off at the 1,000 point. Just push from Monday news that was pretty much fake news. So, yeah. Anya, you're watching Croatia versus Colombia today? What time is that? Is that a friendly? Friendly? 7:30. TV and streaming. I also didn't know. And today I actually have a dinner. Oh, it should be a good game. I like watching soccer. Tanya always outside. Yeah, better than being inside. I was outside today. Went to buy my croissant. Cash me outside. How about that? I am excited for the World Cup. Am I going to a game? I haven't gotten a ticket yet, but I also haven't really tried so much. I think I want to, but I don't want to spend like $900 on a nosebleed ticket. So I'll see. It depends if my friends are going. I'll go with a friend. Yeah. Daily candle range is already 75 points for ES, and for NASDAQ, daily candle is 357 points. ATR is back down to 400 points or so. All of this, we're still inside Monday's range, and I don't know what to do with this information here. Yes, did not hit Tuesday's low yet. Feels like if it doesn't, then we might have, a push back up to buy side. Woohoo! You like my shirt? Thank you. I tweeted this like 5 minutes ago, already has 25 likes. Yeah, Trump is speaking at 10. Nasdaq just hit a new low of the day. Pre-market low. Yeah, still hanging around. Let me go get some vata. Alright, not much happened here. Slow open, I agree. Vasa, yeah. Someone said some vodka won't hurt with this PA word. Slow open, I agree. Okay, let's see what you guys voted. Mostly bearish. Guys voted mostly bearish. 48% bearish, 35% bullish, and 17% chop. Interesting. Hmm. Getting a bit of a boost here. ES. The 15-minute looks pretty good. Yeah, like drinking salt water. Or salty water. Potassium. Magnesium, sodium. Tanya, do you have a statistic how right or wrong Chad has been on the daily direction? No. Not really. I don't know if there's that's a good idea though. I think I should quantify it by how the session went though, like not just a daily, maybe just like the New York session. Because that's what I'm streaming. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. What was I saying yesterday? I can't remember, but it was kind of funny. It was an older song, but like maybe from the 2000s. Yeah, this was a really, really strong 15-minute close NASDAQ right at the 9:30 open. ES is continuing from there. What did I want to say? I mean, there's buy side here. Talking about my girl. Tanya, say an influencer say analyzes mini and trades micro. So micro can't be trusted for inefficiencies or PDRAs. Is that true, or has IFCT ever commented? I do the same thing. It's just that there's much more. Like smart money is not buying micros, you know? Micros, there's less volume. You might look at it as like, oh, there's more volume, but then like divided by 10, you know, because one mini is 10 micros. So I also don't trust the micros. You know, there's been times, it rarely happens, but there's been times where, oh, I got stopped out on the micro on the swing low and NASDAQ didn't take out that swing low. So it's nasty work sometimes. But yeah, I agree. Has an ICT ever commented? I don't believe so because I think he analyzes the minis. But I haven't really seen him analyze ever on a micro chart. So that's what I do. If I were to, that's also like, you know, why I like having Ninja Trader open, so I have my micro charts open there. But then on TradingView, you could always just open up a new tab. Then someone said the 15-minute breaker is going to be a sick play. Potentially, yeah. Unless it, like, in this market, though, what I've seen is it just leaves without you. I just gone in at the end of that 15-minute candle. Gone for that buy side. You know, but where would I put my stop, really? Down here, it's not good for good RR. Let's see. Below the 8:30 open, it's still like a 1R, so it's fine if I miss this. It'd be nice if it wants to come back lower. Yeah, what I'm seeing here is potential. Yeah. This would be the breaker for ES. BRKR. Breaker. So, seems like, you know, Iran formally replied to the US's conditions. And they're like, No, we're not taking this seriously. We think that you're just stalling to do more military action. They want control of the Strait of Hormuz. Okay. I don't know why my hand yesterday started like cramping. It hurts. I don't think it's whatever that thing is called with the wrist. What is that called? What is that called? When you're at your desk too much? It's my wrist not hurting, but my hand here still hurts occasionally here today. My left hand at least, but I'm like, I wanted to. Maybe from the golfing. I've been golfing like every day. The simulator. Carpal tunnel. Yeah, I don't think it's carpal tunnel. Go to the gym. I do. I'm going to the gym today. My personal trainer's coming. Interesting here. What can you say? What can make me feel this way, my girl? There's equal highs here too, you know? That's something interesting. NASDAQ, it's not though. Equal highs. You know, I believe that if someone were to take, this is a 5-minute breaker in FEG. I know many people that would take this. Maybe I will take it. Might as well. But recently, I'm still going to take it on eval. I don't like this price action. I need to get some more confidence back in the price action. Not in myself, but mostly the price action. This would be a 1R without bias side if it retraces to that. If it goes to those equal highs, it would be a 2R. So I don't think that's a bad idea. We'll see if it retraces though. What can you say? Maybe it will reject that previous day low. Someone said just sell, Tanya. That's wild. I would never sell here. What? We have SMT at Tuesday's low. And we're having 5-minute, 10-15-minute breakers. Did I ever did you diver on ES? I don't know what that means. Should I get my scuba diving certification? Eat a banana? Sound like my mom. My mom of the solution is like, go sit outside in the sun and eat a banana. And you know, she's right. That will probably solve many of your problems. It'll probably make you feel better. My girl, talking about. I think I'd probably. Let's see this. You probably could just make it a smaller stop, but since I'm taking that on an eval account, I won't. I'll just leave it like so. And then we'll find out how it goes, yeah. But like that's a decent 5-minute setup. You don't get those often. A lot of times at the open, you don't even get a 5-minute fair value gap. Or like you don't get one at all. Now it's like here, 9:30. Yeah. At the 15-minute close, it closed right at that 9:30 open. We just surged up. So it might not even retrace for me. That'll be sad, but oh well. What can you do? This market's just wild. Like, when it has a decent setup, then it just doesn't come back. And then you do enter, then it's too late. If you're entering after like a first target hit, it's like almost like you have to wait for a whole new liquidity sweep to happen. I see a lot of people complaining, but including me. It's good, just feels good to, just let it out, complain, whatever. Feels good to relate to other people too. What can make me feel this way? Oopsies. Arthritis? No, I don't have arthritis. That's wild. A cervical issue is weird. It's a weird comment. How is my hand related to the cervix? I think maybe it's just from me gripping the golf club 3 days in a row. Like, I typically don't do that. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days in a row. My spine. It's those orange glasses? Nah. Nah, I love these. Like, I don't even notice. Sometimes when I step away from the desk, I have to ask like my assistant, wait, am I still wearing my orange glasses? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, now I don't have to wear them anymore because I'm not at the screen. By the way, we did a couple of giveaways for those orange glasses. We could do another one, you guys. Are you interested? I always get questions about it. So then, what did I want to say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I think it's from the golf club, so I'm chilling. My personal trainer just keeps killing me with these exercises, though. Like, I'm like, bro, what do you mean I have to hold a dumbbell, do a sit-up, and then lift the dumbbell at the end? Oh my god. What do you mean I have to do a sideways plank, and then lift my hip in the air, and then my arm in the air holding a 15-pound dumbbell? Oh my gosh. And she's like, come on, you could do it. And then I do it, but I don't love it. I hate it. You definitely feel better after the gym. Releases those endorphins. Okay. Senior Iranian official says Iran has reviewed the US proposal. Yeah, we all know that. We all know that they reviewed it and they said nah. I'm happy. I got a printer yesterday. I got one because I want to print out photos. But take nice photos on your phone, you never look at them again. I want to print them out, make some photo albums, and I want like high quality. And I don't want to do it at like whatever CVS or whatever it is. So I got my own, and then I could also print whatever documents. Okay. Who's ready to see if this breaker's gonna work? I want to try. See, from here to here, is that 50% also? That'll be nice if it is. Yeah, it's around it. Let's see. Okay, I just got filled. And when is Trump speaking? Oh, right now, actually. So I just got filled right before Trump speaking. We'll see how that goes. So it's a 1-to-1 to 622.75. I think I'd want to just get most out there. Those are some equal highs on the 15. Just got to keep it simple in this market. So far, it's a really good fill. I'm up 10 points. And I'll like leave more if it wants to go for those equal highs. All right. I'm not going to complain about that. That was a really good closure to that 5-minute. Let's see if it gets that buy side. Nasdaq, same thing. It reached into a 5-minute fair value gap in this breaker here again. Got like 2 points close. Got close. Is it gonna torture me today? Is it gonna be like come back again and again? I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it the way it is right now. Definitely don't want to move my stop yet. What can you say? What can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, girl. Does anyone remember what I was singing yesterday? It's kind of funny. Simon Wong, you're happy you found the NinjaTrader 8 risk reward indicator similar to TradingView? Let me know what it is, actually. I want to know. I'm singing Macarena. Oh, it says, yeah, the Usher. What was the Usher song? OMG. That part, that one. Thank you. That's funny. That one. Oh, that's funny. Honestly, I've been doing this forever. Anyone who's been watching the stream a long time, some people said they've been watching for 2 years. They've been watching me for 3 years. I really appreciate you. And I notice the long-term viewers in the chat for sure. Nacho, Hadi, George, Larry Pumpkin. Where's the football guy too? Football. Cars and Football. I think he changed his name though. Command 33 full, you too. But anyway, I always kind of hum or sing or something. I used to be like the Game of Thrones theme song too. And it honestly soothes you. It soothes me. I do that like subconsciously. But then, found out, oh, that stimulates your vagus nerve apparently, and it helps calm you down. So I've been doing it already. Always. It's probably like your body knows how to calm you down. On NASDAQ, let's see here. Yeah, I can see buy side being up here. We're fighting at that previous day low. It's nice that we're consolidating around previous day low. That would be pretty good. It's okay if I'm sitting in this trade for a little longer. It's pretty good that it's consolidating around here. For ES. Yeah, had that drop, picked back up. Would be nice to consolidate here into this OB on the 1 minute and just go up. find out soon enough. Isn't Trump supposed to be speaking right now, by the way? Whoever watched the Ninja Trader live stream in the afternoon, I was a guest and started rapping some Eminem. That was fun. My co-stream partners joined in. I'm following the journey of some guy who's apparently going to go phoneless for a whole year. No screens for a whole year, actually. Took an MRI of his brain now before he starts, and now apparently he's going to have a screenless phone powered by Claude. I don't know how that's going to work. That's really interesting, though. Could be forming like an FVG on the 15 minutes, so I'm not really going to be worried if it comes back down again. You know, this market be like that sometimes. I can be very happy with my limit fill. You guys saw it here. I said what I put it, mapped that out, showed it fill on screen too. Let's see. Been in profit. Hopefully it doesn't disappoint me. After it hits first TP, like I'm taking most off there, honestly. I don't really trust it, and I'll just put the rest at like break even. To go. Macarena. There you go. I always forget to put that indicator on. I can save it in my workspace, so I'll make sure to do that. Yeah, but make sure you go to the gym, take care of yourself, get your sleep. This market's stressful, you know. I personally know somebody, a good friend, Anthony Cridelli, he had a heart attack at his trading desk when he was in his 30s. Something like 35 or something. The doctor told him, there's nothing I can do for you right now. There's no surgery for me to do, but you need to change your lifestyle. Because they saw it was a stress caused by stress. Stress aneurysm, I believe. I try to do sauna, cold plunge, which, by the way, did I tell you guys last time I went to the cold plunge, I put my shoulders underwater. I was pretty happy. So for this entry, by the way, it's pretty simple, just breaker and FEG on the 5 minute, and that's all. And that was why I put my limit there. That's literally it. So far, it was a good fill. It hasn't even hit this buy side yet, which is kind of wild. Considering this really good fill, I would have thought it would soon after that. But here we are. It can come back down again, I guess, if it wants to. Like I said, on the 15 minute, it formed an FEG here, so I don't want to move my stop yet. I didn't even hit my first target. There's more equal highs up here, potentially. Yes, the high 647 and 2 equal highs here, yeah. But Nasdaq did take out that high at Asia high, so maybe, you know, that might be asking for a little too much, but considering on the daily, like we already moved down, started the day down. I'd rather just go back up, considering we're just getting consolidations all day, every day. And my stop's at a swing low, just to be safer. But yeah, anyway, I'm proud of myself because I typically would only go like up to my ribs in the cold plunge, like 44-degree cold plunge. And I would stay for like a minute, but I know that it's better if you go put your submerge everything. And in my head, while I was in the sauna, I was like, I committed to it. I was like, I have to do it. I have to put my shoulders below the water. And I did it. My hands get really cold. I did it. The whole point is so you go through the whole arc of stress, right? Your body's like freaking out. They're like, what? Your body's like, what the hell's wrong? If you get out, and you have to do like just deep breaths, and then you get over. Then at literally like a minute later, you're not freaking out anymore, and that's like really healthy and helps you tolerate stress in your day-to-day life. Like the Nasdaq being a fool. I'm like, yeah. Wasn't Trump supposed to be talking right now? I didn't see any headlines related to him. Yeah, I'm not worried about this retracement. It's not like I see an SMT with NASDAQ. It also did this little spike. Maybe it's just inducing some more people to short. You can even take out this little where my entry is. Can come back to break even. I wouldn't really stress it too much. What? Let me have some water. What's up, ICT? Are we winning? Yeah, so far. It's like the meme. Are we winning, Dad? You got the reference. Yeah, of course. Of course. Well, we'll see if those equal high, the buy side gets hit. I like it. The S&P at Tuesday's low, and then Nasdaq made a new session low, new low of day actually at 9:30, and ES didn't. And then we had a 5-minute breaker and FEG. So see if we get some easy salad trade here. So far, it's a really good fill though. I like that fill. That was good. I'm telling you guys though, like, yeah, I'm taking most off it there. And if we get some divergences or just like, I don't know, price actions just being dumb, then I'll take off. I'll take profit on the rest as well. But I'm willing to hold for longer if we get something interesting. If we get more like displacements past it. $22.50. $22.75. Why is it teasing us so much? All in all, decent 15-minute close on Nasdaq too. I mean, it had a little bit of just like a bump, speed bump here, so it was a little wick, but it held within the previous candle. The ES new little high of session. Let's see if Nasdaq can catch up a little bit. Let's see. What are we doing today? Pretty mixed markets. Nvidia's down 2%. Meta's down 3%. All the semis are down. It's fine. Nvidia is just inside yesterday's candle. I can't believe my entry 9:55, and it's been what? A while. It's been a while. It's been 20 minutes basically. Yeah. Like Nasdaq at least make new high there. Are you winning, son? I agree. Someone said, what are good... Powell's burner account asks, what are good remedies for relieving stress because of trading? As I'm also approaching 30, I want to take care of myself more, and I do tend to, from time to time, stress a lot during trading. You got to take time for yourself after the session to decompress. No screens, breathing exercises, go to the gym. I do sauna and cold plunge. Make sure you get your sleep too. Sleep is like 80% of it. What's my sleep score? I don't know if I got good sleep last night. What is this called? Okay. I got a 92. Okay. Woohoo. 92 sleep score. Oh my gosh. And in this trade for like 25 minutes. $22 minutes. NASWAC having issues. That's funny. It's just like, it's fine for it to retrace a bit from that 15-minute. It's fine. Like it's facing a roadblock here right now. So it could retrace, maybe take out this little low here. That's potential. Potentially might happen, but it doesn't matter because I won't get stopped out there. Same thing ES, like we have a couple of 15-minute fair value gaps below us here. Like bullish ones that we could come back, dig into. So far, I mean, it's remaining very strong, so I'm not stressing about it. It is kind of ridiculous. Just wants to flag. Can all the bull flag people get in? Then maybe, maybe it is going to wick that then as they get in and then barely be up money. So I'm ready to get out here soon. Add to the liquidity. Someone's saying equal lows, Tanya, at the entry of the NASDAQ. I don't know what you're talking about. Those are not equal lows. This low took out this low. It's not equal. There's equal highs. Overall happy with the fill though. Makes me paranoid that, I mean, it's just gonna wick and then reverse again. We'll find out. Doesn't matter. I'll be taking off most of the profit anyway. I'm gonna get another 15-minute doji, essentially. We'll see in the next 5 minutes. But right now, this 15-minute, yeah, we've done nothing, really. Past 25 minutes. Yeah, higher mortgage rates that came in. Trump will talk soon. He was supposed to start talking at 10, so I don't know what's happening there. Oh my lord. TikTok on the clock. Yeah, can you try another try? Like I tweeted this morning. Every day in this price action adds another 5 years to my life. Price action's so slow, it's got me memeing out here. Someone's yelling, it looks like it's gonna reverse. Then okay, let it do it. I dare it to reverse. Oh no, earthquake of 6.1 magnitude strikes off east coast of Honshu, Japan. Hope they're okay. Any Japanese people in the chat? Anyone from Japan? Someone's yelling at me. Sammy's yelling, imagine not partially out when it's literally 1 tick away from TP. No, it was 3 ticks away. Also, how are you gonna, there's no way you're gonna get that filled there like that. So, and at that moment you think it's gonna hit it. So, I mean, come on. Sorry, I'm not perfect. Sorry, I'm not Mr. Perfect. Oh, pardon me, Mr. Perfect. That's the meme.
Pardon me, Mr. Perfect. Pardon me, Mr. Perfect.
It's not even a mistake, though. Just didn't hit the TP yet. Womp womp womp. And Nasdaq's coming back. Maybe into this bullish 15-minute. Yeah, maybe it needs to take out that little. Now I made a little tiny equal low here. IDK, bro. I'm just a trader. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. Anyway, hit that like button. We've been in this trade for like 30 minutes. Ain't easy. Got a good fill. Perfect fill, honestly. Not the perfect TP yet, but perfect fill. What indicators on my trading view? I went over this yesterday. I don't really use anything. I put this digital clock for you guys so you know what time it is. I put this watermark so you know what time frame and what asset I'm trading. It's pretty much for you guys. And then the only thing I ever use is to get the 830, 930 open, ICT kill zones and pivots by TFO. And then I just scrolled down and I barely use this guy either. So just this part, take a screenshot. While we're here, feel free to take a screenshot of my fib settings. I want to change the colors of my fibs. I don't really like them anymore. It's been like that for a long time, but I don't like them no more. I like the green for 50%. I don't like the orange or the red. I want to just make all that blue. 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 Yeah, that looks like. I like that better, I think. See how that goes. See if I'm gonna like that. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. Maybe I don't like it. I don't know. I want a darker green for that green, though. Make it. Yeah. Yeah. This like price action's been a joke lately. Like in any other like a good market, TP would have been hit like 5 minutes after, like 10 minutes after. Especially for a 1R. The fact that I've been holding for like 35 minutes for a 1R trade is ridiculous. Annoying ass market. Yeah, it's painfully slow. I know. 17 minutes until macro starts. What happened to the 950 macro? I got in at 950. It punked me. Crypto fear is 10 out of 100. Extreme fear. Where is Bitcoin at right now? Okay. Yeah, I'm not in my Bitcoin, by the way. I'm not in any Bitcoin right now. Like, the war stuff definitely changes some things, and I didn't like that weekly candle last week didn't close above the previous weekly high. Okay. They confirmed the death of the Iranian IRGC naval commander who they say was the person in charge of closing the Hormuz Strait. They're confirming that. But that news came out a little bit ago. Israel said so. Now the US is confirming it. But, I welcome people that want to short. It's fine. Add to the liquidity. Okay. NASDAQ, did you tap into that 15-minute or what? What is this? What's this low? 168.75, and this low is 168, so it did. What? Yeah, it did. Little tap. Not really much of a reaction there, though, or like a 1-minute shift yet. Alright, it's in it again. Bomp, bomp, bomp. Alright, we'll find out here soon enough. Yeah, there is a 1050 macro coming, I guess. I'm still sitting in profit. Which is really funny to me, actually. Trump says we will take very drastic measures if the shutdown continues. I think he's talking about. Is he talking about the TSA, like the government shutdown, or the Strait of Hormuz shutdown? Okay, here he's participating in the cabinet meeting right now.
On the Operation Epic.
Okay. Operation Epic Fury.
Next 3 weeks, we've been hitting military capabilities at a level that few people have ever seen before. Never knew there was such a capability. The strongest military anywhere in the world. I used it during my first administration. Used it during the second. Unfortunately, other than but it's a display of force and precision and skill like nothing the world has really witnessed, although you got a pretty good witness of it in Venezuela also. Smaller version of what we're doing now. We're crushing their missiles and drone stockpiles, destroying the defense industrial base. We wiped out their Navy completely, their Air Force completely. We wiped out a large percentage of their missiles. And the missile launchers, without the launchers, missiles don't do good. Probably close to 90% of the launchers. Probably more than 90% of the missiles.
Did Deadass stop again there?
More than they fired, we knocked out. We also destroyed a lot of the factories. Continuing to do that, but a lot of the factories.
Are you serious, bro?
Drones too are way down. The reason they're down is they go one way and they don't come back. That's why we're shooting them. But we also are able to, we've really done tremendous damage to the places where they make them. And just so we set the record straight, because I've been watching Wall Street Journal's fake news and all these stories, and like, oh, I want to make a deal. They are begging to make a deal. They're begging. And anybody that saw what was happening over there would understand why they want to make a deal. But they say, oh, we're not talking to them. Anybody would know that. Only a total flood. They're not fools. Very smart, actually, in a certain way.
They're very smart in a certain way. It's funny.
And they're beginning to work out a deal. I don't know if we'll be able to do it. I know we'll win. We've done that 4 weeks ago. They should have done it 2 years ago. Or they should have done it when we first came into office. Years ago, they had free reign under Biden. Sleepy Joe was president. Allowed to happen to our country. Anyway, but not just him. Every president for 47 years, every president. Lunatics under nuclear weapon, and they would have had a big one. It stopped really when we did the B2, but even before that, the Barack Hussein Obama.
It's funny how every time he says Barack's middle name.
Nuclear weapon. Basically, he chose Iran over Israel and others that didn't want him to do it. But I terminated that deal. Had I not terminated that deal, you would have had a nuclear weapon years ago, and it would have been used, guaranteed. And one of the reasons you know about the too is because their neighbors were devastated. They didn't want to. We're concerned with the rest.
Yeah, he's talking right now. I think that was unfortunate that he came 3 ticks until that TP.
Particular 5 countries: Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Kuwait, Oman. Shooting at them. Everybody was shocked. Because they're sick. And a place to take over the. Some of those pistols that were shot at them were locked long before we even started this process. They were locked, loaded, and aimed at those countries. They wanted to take over the Middle East. They happened to come along. So right now their navy is sunk. The largest elimination of a foreign navy that has taken place, maybe ever, but certainly since World War II. Their Air Force is gone. Anti-aircraft and communications capabilities are totally dismantled. One of the problems they do have when they deal with this is we deal with people and the people aren't able to communicate with anybody else. all of their leadership has been gone. The first level is gone, and they meant to pick a new level, and they're gone. It's just something. If anybody thinks it's okay to have a group of people like this have nuclear capability, nuclear weapons, if we didn't attack with the B-2 bombers, they would have had a nuclear weapon within 2 weeks of that, maybe 4 weeks. But 2 or 4 weeks, they were planning to have a nuclear weapon. They hit them at that time with the B-2 bombers. One of the great areas history, maybe the greatest. Dark at night, no moon, no light. Every single bomb hit its mark and just focused in that place. So it's now buried deep under earth. It was amazing.
People are writing, I wish you closed. That's
And you
painful.
know that because
Why?
all these countries that weren't even really involved with it. They weren't
Trade's
involved
not over.
with problems. They wanted to take over the Middle East, not just Israel. Certainly Israel would have been the first on their list. They would have used nuclear weapons. A nuclear, you don't need too many of them. But they would have used a nuclear weapon on Israel, they would have used it on the other. And then they would have come to us. And a weak president, they would have done like that. But you know, they took one missile on 2,500 miles. They supposedly did something like that. They have no missile that capability. They shot the now famous Ireland, the island, the UK. Get dragged into their war scene. I think we're very disappointed. I'll say publicly, we're very disappointed in NATO. It's done absolutely nothing. I've always said, 25 years ago, somebody that wasn't a politician was involved in politics. I said 25 years ago that NATO's a paper tiger, but more importantly, that we'll come to their rescue, but they will never come to ours. I want you to remember that we said this. Now they all want to help. When they're the other side is in. Love to send ships. Actually made a statement. A couple of them that want to get involved when the war's over. So it's supposed to get involved when the war's beginning. What did the report begin? UK say that we'll send our aircraft carriers, which are the best aircraft. Always good, but we'll send our aircraft carriers when war is over. Thank you. No problem. Don't need it.
He's salty, NATO for sure.
Don't need it. We estimated it would take approximately 4 to 6 for our mission. And we're way ahead of schedule. We look at what we've done in terms of the destruction of that country. We're way ahead. Think of it. They have no navy. They have good ships. 154 ships have done. Resting very nicely at the bottom of the sea. Did that in a matter of less than a week. This military, well, by far. We estimated it would take approximately 46 weeks. Our mission, 26 days in, we're extremely, really a lot ahead of schedule.
Looks fine to me still.
The regime is now admitting itself that they have been decisively, they're saying to be. Yes. Okay, was. But they're talking to us because we got a disaster in there. He did. We can't make it come back. We're free to roam over their towns and destroy all of their crazy nuclear weapons and missiles and drones and now a chance to make a deal. It's up to them. We're not negotiating. We will not negotiate. Of course they negotiate. They're obliterated. Who wouldn't negotiate? They are begging to make a deal.
Oh my gosh.
Make the right deal. And the straight will open up. Straight will. And even now, we don't know if there are any mines. You know, they have 22 mine called mind droppers. Think of it. Who would have 22 mind droppers? The boat that drops mines. Who has 22 mind droppers? So every one of those mind droppers has been brought. Same weapon from coming into the United States. Those boats, exact same weapon. We have unlimited supplies. But they have no more mind droppers. By the way, speaking of, we're 98% down drugs coming in by water, by the ocean, by the sea. 98%. We're trying to find out who the 2% because we think they're the bravest men anywhere. Maybe women. Like whoever's on those boats is very brave or doesn't watch television. But where drugs coming in by sea, coming in by water, are 98% down.
That's good.
Now stop the drugs coming in by land. The land is the easy one. You got to stop the water. A lot of it came, but now it's all pinched. Trying to come in by land, and we will. That's easy. Got to take care of the water first. Nobody's. Virtually nothing is. Hundreds of millions of dollars a week coming in. Now have kids that is permanently abandoned their nuclear ambition to bear forward. They want to do it. They don't. The worst nightmare. Meantime, we'll just keep blowing them away, unimpeded, unstopped. There's not a thing they can do about it. They can't do anything. If they could, you'd be hearing about it. Hearing about it. Can't shoot our jets. That's the best military equipment in the world. Not even a country. You see that? And this weapon.
Do you guys hear it good?
Yeah, we did a situation in Venezuela. It was a great military operation, getting a very, very dangerous man who's killed a lot of people, forced people into our country. Incredible. He emptied his prisons. Venezuela emptied his prisons into our country. And will be brought at some point. That was a big charge. It hasn't been brought yet. It should be brought. Emptied his prisons into our country. And
So many people hating in the chat. Damn. That's why people are unprofitable. They're so emotional.
Captured and in a fair trial. I would imagine there are other trials coming. They really just at the fraction.
Emotional. They say women are emotional.
Iran, we're going to keep doing what we've been doing, and nobody's a match for the United States, but they're not a match for them. It's a small potatoes. That's why I'm so disappointed in NATO. That's for NATO. It's a test. You don't have to. If you don't do that, we're going to remember. Remember this in a number of months from now. Remember my statements. Have an expression, great expression. Never forget. As we end, threats to America abroad, we're focused here, home, on building the greatest economy in the world. Now, before this started, the Dow hit 50,000, the S&P hit 7,000. Both of those
Oh, now he's mentioning the markets.
achievements were not achievable. Every one of you must have said they'll never hit 50,000 during a 4-year period. Well, we hit it in our first year. And I said, well, now we have to take an excursion to Iran and we have to stop this maniac.
Excursion is funny.
We have to stop him from blowing up the world, blowing up the Middle East, and blowing up our country. And I thought the oil prices would go up more. I thought the stock market would go down more. Please have confidence.
Him saying I thought the stock market would go down more might be bad.
Americans filing their taxes and receiving record-setting refunds. It's a big story. Well, it should be a big story. I don't know if you read that. The drug prices going down 30, 40, 50, 60, 70%. Favored nations. Well, most favored nations would be paying the lowest price anywhere in the world before we paid the highest price in the world, Bobby, right? And now we're going to pay the lowest price in the world. From 40 to 70 and 80 and even 90%. And we're slashing regulations, investment is pouring in all over the world. We have the most investment of any country in history put into our country in the last. And we had to take a little detour. Won't be long.
Okay, NASDAQ just went down. Took out that low. Yeah, stopped like a couple ticks before.
They could have blown up big portions of the world, if not the whole thing. So tomorrow we'll be announcing a variety of actions taken to support American farmers. Give them $12 billion out of tariff money. This amount of tariff.
I'm not selling. I'm still in this. I'm not selling.
Unfortunate, foolish ruling. It was some people that have ripped off our country for the money back. Terrible, terrible, horrible. But it's okay because we have another method that's just as. But because the tariff money has been so substantial, we gave our farmers who have been mistreated by some countries, we gave them $12 billion. And we're happy. They deserve it. But they never complain. They just out and they farm and they wouldn't do anything different. They wouldn't trade jobs with any of you, except maybe some of the fake media. I like their job better. But the farmers give $12 billion. Just a few moments, Treasury.
Okay, so he gave farmers $12 million.
Taking to address energy prices. Not gone up much as I thought it's not over, so maybe it'll go up a little bit more. We're going to come back down to where it was and probably lower. Trump was right about everything. That too happened. Trump was right about it. But
He's funny.
Before we go very much further, I want to Vice President J.D. Vance to say a few words about where we are with inflation.
Let's get back above 930 open, then let's get back above this like 2 minute, and then we might actually get a reversal back up. See this 2 minute on NASDAQ. Will there be a inversion? That might be a pretty good trade.
Next, right. This team's and
All right, like seems like he's done talking now. If it was gonna be good, it should have already inverted. No, should have inverted.
Let me just say a couple things. First of all, is the president summarized it very ably. Look, the Iranian conventional military is effectively. They don't have a navy. They don't have the ability to hit us like they could have even a few weeks ago. What that does is that gives us options. Now, there's been a lot of reporting about diplomatic options, about negotiation. There's, of course, Pete and his team. There are further military options. But what we have now that we didn't have when the president took over just a little over a year ago is the ability to use every tool at our disposal to ensure that
if NASDAQ converts this, I'll even try that on an eval too.
So, options for what? It's options to ensure that Iran never has to talk about people who walk into a crowded supermarket and have a vest on. They blow up the vest, and a couple of people get killed, and that's a terrible tragedy. What happens when what's on the vest is not something that can kill a couple of people, but can kill many, many tens of thousands of people?
Come on, bro.
important American national security objective that for any administration at any time, you don't want the worst people in the world to have. And that's why the president is doing this. That's why the president cares so much about this particular issue. I'll let Steve talk a little bit about the details of the negotiation, but the last thing I'll say before I turn it over to Marco is I'm very mindful, of course, that we have a lot of folks overseas fighting very ably for the United States of America. I think we and the whole team, we're very proud of them. But they're fighting at a time where we are about to enter as Christians the most important week of the Christian calendar, the Holy Week that celebrates the return of Jesus Christ to Jerusalem. And so I want to thank all of my fellow American Christians, but particularly those.
There we go. Maybe we'll actually get a reversal.
Easter.
All right. Great. See if we get a reversal. I'm still in, so everybody hating. Never got stopped out, thanks. See in the next minute if this becomes an inversion. This minute didn't do it, but you know. Market be like that. All right, I'm also going to buy a NASDAQ there in the next 5 seconds if that works out. Yep. All right. I'm also in NASDAQ longs now. How do I do that on here? Yep. I just market it in. Retracing into the inversion. Okay. Same thing, same type of trade for NASDAQ. It's just it's 11:04. 11:04. By 11:30, I'm like break even. I'll just cut it. Truly like pulling teeth in this market, yep. But here we are. We're getting something here. Some volatility. Bruh. I want it to rocket ship. I don't know what it's doing right now. U.S. envoy Wickoff. Iranian stalling in talks. Let's get back above 9:30 open, and then we're good to go. Let's make everything even here. For Nasdaq to get above 9:30 open. ES already is above it, so that's looking good. Man, these wicks are crazy. I gotta put up, it's been 84 years up again. Ah! I'm in it to win it. Let's see it. Well, Nasdaq, I think I'm long from, 120. Okay, yeah, I have my personal trainer at 12, so if by 11:30 this doesn't move in my favor, then I'm gonna cut it. I'll give it that stop, like 11:30. Been 84 years. That's my phone alarm to stop. If my stream is done, to just make sure to step away and close everything. But I'm in a trade, so. Someone said they had a panic attack. I'm sorry. Why? Stop being so emotional. I'm just trolling, because everyone's trolling me. Which is tough, you know, because it's like, oh, I don't want to get too arrogant, but then also like I want to stick with my plan. So I'm still sticking with my plan here. Never got stopped out of that original ES long. Just saying. Still equal highs above. And even so, then I joined NASDAQ longs here. So we'll find out if this pays off. Da, 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 ba, da, 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 da. Push it to the limit, 'cause we're in it to win it, bruh. Looks fine, it's just like, I don't know. Just likes being the worst possible. To the limit, 'cause we're in it to win it, in it to win it, oh yeah. Let's go, let's see it. What you got, bro? What you got? NASDAQ. Oh man. Come on. Alright, I don't want to jinx anything. Bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum. It's 11:13. Yeah, I'm gonna give this another 15 minutes. Never know. Next 15-minute candle could be interesting. Although it should have already been good during this 15 minutes, to be honest with you. Alrighty. Might start looking up soon. Why is Meta's down 5%? Because of the layoff news, probably, right? Okay. Manic may cut up to 15,000 roles, 20% of its staff. Yeah. That'll do that for Meta. I really don't really see why we haven't moved back up. It's kind of dumb. Bomp, bomp, bomp. Pain in the ass market, really. This guy closed back below that, so I'll close I gotta close my NASDAQ longs there. Let's see. Should I do that? Yeah, it's like breaking below last 15-minute low. It's ridiculous. It's 11:20. Yeah. And ES, man, you got me hopeful here with that SMT. I'll let ES see. I'll see what ES does by 11:30. I close the NASDAQ longs. Oh, I closed the ES longs. Yep. Yeah, I closed the ES longs. I feel like the last 15 minutes should have been better here. And now we're below this 15-minute again. So, it's been 84 years. They let me down. That's my alarm to move away from the charts. No, some people say that it's painful. It really wasn't painful, you guys. I said I'd take it on evals this morning. It's not painful. If it's painful, then you're either risking too much or you're like not in a good headspace. I would just say it's slightly annoying. I said I didn't trust the market, right? And to hit so I still don't trust the market. It didn't even hit this first buy side. Now it's after 11:10. What did 10:50 macro do? Yeah, I think that maybe I could have been more nimble on it. When he started speaking, this little spike just like gotten out there, but honestly, I guess I didn't care enough. Or I just wasn't fast enough. Disappointing day. Germany limits full fuel price amid Iran spurt. Let me see, this on the 5-minute. This was on the 15-minute breaker. A lot of nastiness. Nasty market. That's okay. Plenty more opportunities coming. And if you want to hate on me, go ahead. You're more emotional than I am. Let's see. Forex Factory. What do we have? Thursday. Tomorrow we have just 10 a.m. revised U of M consumer sentiment. And shout out to the people that still cheering for me. But I closed all my positions right now. I mean, this is just whatever. Yes. Let's think about this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we have still. Wait, tomorrow's Friday? Okay. Honestly, I'm ready for this week to be over, but tomorrow we have 10 a.m. news. We'll be back here tomorrow. I can't believe a 5-minute setup didn't play out. That's kind of wild. To me, at least. Now we have a bunch of equal highs up here, so if you're going to continue trading this, good luck, but for me it's kind of past the New York timing of things. So market's not really delivering very good today. I gotta just force it closed. But all in all, I ain't even mad because this morning I was like, I don't even trust the market, and this is why I don't trust it. So that's why I went with evals, and honestly, I was willing to add. Might as well. I mean, if you want to pass an account. Nasdaq took this low, strong, pretty decent inversion. We still haven't taken out new low of day. Like, those trades are still valid, but market's just asleep, and I don't want to be in this for like an hour. So if you're going to continue trading, it's good luck, good trading. Don't be a degen. Don't get too emotional. What's up? It's anonymous. Oh, you're so sweet. Thanks for the $20 donation. No hate here. Enjoy your day. Yeah, you too. Have a great day. Good up. Would I do anything differently? Not really, except for maybe when Trump was speaking in that little spike. But honestly, at that point, I was thinking it might spike up to why wouldn't it spike up to my sell order? But going forward, this is a learning opportunity. Like, maybe I'll just put my TP like 3 ticks below. Sometimes I end up doing that, So that's probably where I'm gonna adjust going forward. That's like my journaling part of the session. But yeah, good luck, good trading. We'll see you back tomorrow. I'm not even mad at this market. It's just like how it is lately. But yeah, I'm chill. Bye-bye.